morning, my name is Steve Kilcullen. This morning, what I'm going to use for my drawing demo, I'm going to use charcoal pencils. And like the graphite, they come in various ranges of hardness and softness. I'm going to mostly use in the drawing a 3B, which is kind of a medium soft, and actually this Prismacolor ebony, which is a very soft graphite. Normally graphite and charcoal don't mix well together on the paper, but I'm going to be using some blending stumps and some brushes, and that should help alleviate that problem. The kind of paper you use is very important. And for my demonstration today, I used this hot press watercolor paper using charcoal on it. It has a little more tooth to the paper, so the charcoal spreads a little nicer and you actually get some nice textures. So anyhow, this little daffodil, I already pre-drew it, and I drew it a little darker than I normally would, just so you can see it on the camera hopefully. And I want to start by putting down some tone on the paper. In the picture, the flower looks white, but it actually is not white. It's a very light gray. So I'm gonna take an HB charcoal pencil, which is kind of a mid-range in the soft, and just lay down some of the charcoal on the paper. And I'm also gonna take this Prismacolor ebony jet black pencil. It's not charcoal, but it's kind of halfway between charcoal and graphite, and put some value on the paper here. I mean, it's called drawing, but I do more painting with the graphite and the charcoal with brushes actually than pencils. So we'll just pick some of this up on the brush and start putting it on the petals. Just get some color on there, and we'll get a bigger brush and move it around. There we go. Now I'm going to pick up some of the darker color and start putting in some of the darks. Start picking up some of the form of the petals, and just go ahead and put some of the shadow on the edges of the flower. Take care of some of these other petals. These stumps tend to hold a lot of value, so you don't have to keep dipping it into what I have here on the paper. This is a 3B charcoal. It's a little darker. Blend this together. And let's tackle these bigger leaves. Put color on them. This whole makeup sponge has some value on it. By paying attention to the shading and the different value ranges, it really helps your subject to kind of jump off the paper going from 2-dimensional to 3-dimensional. So it's important to recognize the light and dark, the various scale of the values. And that's a quick down and dirty little daffodil, little spring daffodil. Done mostly in charcoal and using some blending stump and brushes.